And we're back with some Majora's Mask. Tonight, I think we'll be attacking some more side quests and maybe getting started on Icona Valley. Not too bad. Making progress. That was the fungus that came from fucking Circus Sponge's dirty underwear. It's pretty good. By the way, Vinny, you can, since you have the Giant's Wallet, you can buy the all-night mask on the 3rd day if you save the bomb lady again. Alright. Let's find out when the bomb lady... the bomb business. What time is that? That's on the 1st day at 1:12 to 1. Yeah. You can set alarms. The ticker still says Monster Hunter. Yep. Yes, it does. Fixing. It's not even a ticker. That's the funny thing. That's an old habit from the live stream days. It used to be a ticker. It would like kind of go from left to right. So we just kind of, for some reason, still call it that. You say one thing for so long. It's like when a store, you know, down the block from you changes its name or changes owners or something after 15 years, and you're still calling it that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go down to Mario's. It hasn't been Mario's for 15 years. Now it's Quick Convenient Mart. Oh. And yes, we do have Mario's here in New York. That's, a very common, it's a sadly common name for a deli or whatever, Mario's. Okay, the ticker has been changed. To the Pizzeria! It's like, where do you live? Oh, you know, West Germany. Siam. Okay, we need to figure out where. Okay, we're gonna go North Clocktown, and yeah. Whoa, cool, huh? Grapefruiting? Did Vappy just say something about grapefruiting your man? Dear God, do not remind me of the grapefruiting. I love the way this thief frolics. This isn't Sagon, is it? Or whatever his name is? Bob Sagon? Or is it? I'm not sure. It's Seikon. Oh, it's Seikon. The rapper? I could play music. I have the couple's mask already. See? I'm doing pretty good. I got almost all the masks. But I need to now go to the third day and check the shop, right? Which shop? The one on the west? Keaton mask. What about Keaton mask? What do you want me to do with that? $10 p.m. Curiosity Shop, Night 3. You also need 500 rupees. Ooh. Alright, I'll go take those out. What am I doing with the Keaton? Michael Keaton. What's Michael Keaton up to tonight? Well, hello, ladies. It's a good thing I've been saving. In the shrubs that move around. Oh, right. Someone did mention that in the very beginning. You can also do the Keaton quiz in North Clocktown. Yeah, I mean, that sounds fine. Guess who fucked it all up, dude? Oh, hey there. Whoa. Oh, hello, child. You are attempting to fool me. It is impossible. We Keatons can recognize our own by the sheen of our tails. But you are a good child. Let me put you to a test. Answer me this. Pick one of the three choices. What is the name of the singer in the Zora band, the Indigo Goes? It's Lulu. Answer me this. What is the name of Anju's father? Yeah, I'm gonna need help with that one. I mean, Tortoise sounds about right. Padre is a little too on the nose. Yeah, I kind of figured it was Tortoise. What is the name of the vintage milk sold at the milk bar? That's Chateau Morani. It's Chateau Romani. What is the name of the Clocktown's Inn? The Stockpot Inn. What is Andrew, the innkeeper, bad at doing? Well, I know she wrote a letter. I don't know if she's bad at any of these things. Don't mind me, I'm just a little tired. She's bad at cooking? I didn't know that. Michael Keaton? Is it Batman? Is it Michael Keaton? George Clooney? Christian Bale? No. Is it Michael Keaton? Is it the cartoon Batman? Is it? Do you get? Oh no. Oh fuck it. Whatever. Buttmarl. That's Buttmarl. You guys remember Buttmarl? Like all these things were brought up to me recently. Hang on a second. Batman. Life's too short. Val Kilmer appears as Batman, and Warwick Davis asks his receptionist.
It must be karma or something, because
to guess who it is. All right, I'm not going to show you the clip. I'll just play the audio because you got to hear this secretary's voice. It's amazing. At one point, it sounds like she's saying "butt Marl." So Val Kilmer enters wearing the Batman outfit, and Warwick Davis is like, "Guess who it is?"
Little surprise for you here, Cheryl.
Batman.
Yeah, but who is it?
Batman.
Right, but who's behind the mask? It's not just any person.
It is a person though, it's not the real Batman, that's a comic.
Yeah, you're right, but it's who's under the mask that's a surprise. It's someone who played Batman in the films.
What films?
The Batman films. Have you seen those films?
Yeah.
Good, right, so who is it?
Christian Bale.
No, earlier than that.
Michael Keaton.
No.
Is it George Clooney?
No.
I love George Clooney.
No, it's not George Clooney.
Oh, I wish it was George Clooney.
Well, it isn't. Who else played Batman?
Adam West?
How is it fucking Adam West? He's about 85. Guess again.
I've named all the Batmans.
No, you haven't. Who else is there?
Is it the cartoon version?
Don't even know what that means.
Batman.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Sorry about this, Val. Oh, I said his name. So you got Val. Who is it?
Is it Michael Keaton?
Forget it. Take it off. It's Val Kilmer.
Oh, you're an actor.
Oh, are you an actor? Is it Buttmarl? I don't know why I had to bring that up again. Was it 10 p.m. or was it 8 p.m.? I forget. The voices that are not Vinny's, those were all not Vinny's. One was Warwick Davis and one was his secretary. It's a long story. Just type "Life's Too Short" Batman if you want to see the scene. It's really good. It's 10. Is it Michael Keaton? This kid's been trying to break this balloon for 3 straight days. He never runs out of spit. He never runs out of energy. He never runs out of ammo. Fucking determined. Sorry, I don't serve masqueraders. I'm sorry. Welcome. You gotta look around. I'm doing a special sale. Check it out. Tonight's bargain is the all-night mask for use at bedtime. I forgot when this was made, but it sure is a freaky mask, see? You put it on, you can try and fall asleep, but you won't be able to. Pretty creepy, huh? Jesus. God, imagine having a mask like that, and like in real life. How many people would die playing World of Warcraft? They already do. This guy is scratching his ass just like Torrente. What is the use of this, aside from fucking torture and possible, like, death at an internet cafe? No, sir. I don't like it. Now you gotta go to the first day and talk to the old lady at the inn. Oh, that makes sense. going to suck this cock clean right now. What is it about this game that its side quests are so fun? I love being in this world. I'm surprised you guys heard that. Oh shit, Hornelius is here. Opens at 8 a.m. Come on. I have to say though, trying to figure out what some of these masks do and exactly how to utilize them, I would have never put two and two together when I was younger, or even now, that you had to talk to the old lady at the inn. It would have been a little bit difficult to come to that conclusion. And I probably used a guide when I was younger. Excuse me. Oh, God. When's the last time I used the Deku mask? Quite a while. Yeah, it's been a while since I used that one. It's kind of sad to, like, accomplish all this stuff with these people and, like, you know, help them and make their lives more fulfilling and worthwhile. And then, you find out, like, you know, when you rewind, it's like, oh, that didn't quite happen, did it? Yo, has Granny got a picture of a fucking UFO? Mulder? Is this Mulder? Is this Scully? What color is her hair? Oh, it's white. Wait. Oh god, I don't know what that was. It's old Scully. Oh, Tortoise, did you help finish your father? Let Mother read you a story. Which one would you like to hear? Carnival of Time. Each year, the season of harmony begins when the sun and the moon are in alignment, paying homage to the way that both nature and time are tirelessly in the process of progressing. The Carnival of Time is when the peoples of the four worlds celebrate that harmony and request fruitfulness for the year. Oh, look at these drawings. For ages, people have worn masks resembling the giants who are the gods of the four worlds. Now it has become a custom for each person to bring a handmade mask to the Carnival of Time. It is said that if a couple unites on the day of the festival and dedicates a mask as a sign of their union, it will bring luck. The centerpiece of the carnival is the clock tower. On the eve of all the festivities, the door to its roof is opened. From atop the clock tower roof, a ceremony is to call the gods is held, and an ancient song is sung. All of these festivities for the Carnival of Time are held so that we may ask the gods for a rich harvest in the year to come. You did a good job. That's all for Tortoise. Now, when does the clock tower roof open? On the eve of the festival? You did a good job remembering. That's the boy I'm proud of. I'll give you some candy as a prize. Candy? Well, now we know. You can eat heart pieces. You literally eat them, and they digest into a new heart. The four giants, is it? This is quite long, but it's also a good story for you to hear, so I'll read it with some extra gusto. The four giants. This tale's from long ago when all the people weren't separated into four worlds like they are now. In those times, all the people lived together, and the four giants lived among them. On the day of the festival that celebrates the harvest, the giants spoke to the people. We have chosen to guard the people while we sleep. 100 steps north, 100 steps south, east and west. Should you ever have need of us, should the mountain blizzard trap you, or the ocean swallow you up, call out to us, loud and clear. We shall hear your cry. We are just butts, with green hair on our butts. Now then, there was one who was shocked and saddened by all this, a little imp. The imp was a friend of the giants since before they had created the four worlds. Why must you leave? Why do you not stay? The childhood friend felt neglected, so he spread his anger across the four worlds. Repeatedly, he wronged all the people there. Overwhelmed with misfortune, the people sang the song of prayer to the giants who lived in each of the four compass directions. The giants heard their cry and responded with a roar. Oh imp, we are the protectors of the people. You have caused the people pain. Oh imp, leave these four worlds, otherwise we shall tear you apart. The imp was frightened and saddened. He had lost his old friends. The imp returned to the heavens, and harmony was restored to the four worlds, and the people rejoiced, and they worshipped the giants of the four worlds like gods, and they lived happily ever after. Good job, wasn't that fun, Tortoise? So what did the people do to call the giants? That's right, but you couldn't just sing that song anywhere. The spot at which those giants parted is right in the middle of this very town. Where's my heart piece? Where's my heart piece? I gotta pick I don't know. You listen hard, so Mother is happy. I'll give you some candy as your prize. Yep, never would have found that, ever, if I didn't have you guys to tell me about it. Man, time sure flies when you know, just hanging out. Look at that. It's the third day. In the time I spent with Granny Yamtits, this was happening. Whoops. I like that you can actually, like, look up at the moon and keep perfectly still, and you will see it descend. Slowly, ever so slowly. The moon was also interested in this story, yes. Someone in chat just said, I heard Granny Yamtits is the best grapefruiter in all of Termina. I don't like what this stream has become. I'm pulling the plug, okay? That's just, you combined the things in such a way that made me very uncomfortable. I did the, toilet thing. Yep. Hey, doggy. Alright. Oh, hi, doggy. When am I gonna have to do this stuff? Well, he wants a fucking moon tier, and then I can get his toilet paper, and then I can give that to other people, right? Like, I can give that to other, Deku Scrubs throughout the world. Do the Swamp Spider House. That's a good one. Yeah, I'll do that one. Because, I'm not doing a dungeon tonight. Okay, which one am I doing? Southern Swamp or Woodfall? Southern Swamp. No, it's Woodfall. Whoops. I need a few bottles of bugs, and I need magic beans. Alright. 2 bottles of bugs. Two bottles of bugs. You can get bugs inside the house. Alright, so there's bugs inside the house. Oh, hey, Jeff. Jesus, I'm a lot tired. More tired than I thought I was. Tireder. Also, guys, Jeff, your video was good. You guys should take a look. Well, it's not done yet, but I like what you did with it. I like what you're doing with it. So, let's see, where's these magic beans? They're in the bomb store, clearly. I'll tell you guys the bean story. It's not my own. But my friend Sal told me about this one, and I've never forgotten it. Wait, so I need more money? Beans are 100 rupees? Fucking Christ. You can buy them for 10 rupees at the Swamp Tour House as a Deku Scrub. You don't need them if you have the hook shot. Oh no, there's so many conflicting... Buy cheaper in Swamp. Yeah, I'll just do that, actually. I'll tell you guys the bean story very, very shortly. Because I know there's people here that haven't heard it, and it's really fucking funny, but... Oh, it's time to get 20 rupees. Also, there should be maybe, like, some bugs down here. Okay, so there's 1 bugs. Hey, you guys remember the Chaos Edition? How my sword kept turning into bugs? That was fucking cool. I thought maybe I could beat Ganon and get the cutscene and see more cool shit. But, no luck. I have the hook shot, I shouldn't need beans. Oh, come on. Wait, so is that a definite? I really don't need them? Okay. All right. People are saying I don't need the beanses, so we'll skip the beanses. So all right, here's the story. So my friend Sal was in a movie theater years ago. We're talking like 12 years ago, and he was with a few friends who also eventually became my friends, and he was watching a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, whichever one it was, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. Probably 12 or 13, actually, now that I think about it. I'm old. And, yeah, basically, he was watching this movie, and there's a part where there's beans on a table. Now, before I tell you about why the beans were on the table and why this is relevant to the story, apparently there were people in the theater, not very many people, but there were some people in the theater that were extremely loud and obnoxious the whole time. Like, they were like, is that real footage? They would shout out, is that real footage? And again, listen, the details of these stories, this isn't even my story, so I couldn't tell. Oh, that's a fairy fountain. Fuck. Whoops. I know where to go. Alright, I got this. So, yeah, so they're like, that's real footage. I heard that was real footage. That they were using real footage in this movie to make the movie better, you know, and they thought, like, they were just shouting and being obnoxious, and maybe they were that dumb, I'm not sure, but, you know, they kept saying, like, obvious shit, like, out loud, really loud, like, oh god, they're gonna do that, you know, and then the beans are on the table, so the beans are on the table, and, one of the guys, or the main guy that has been saying this stupid shit for so long, says, is that beans? Loud. Like, really loud. And that's the story. And that's why me and my stupid friends say beans every now and then, because of that goddamn stupid story. The dude felt it necessary in a movie theater to shout out really loudly, is that beans? Are you kidding me? What do you mean, is it beans? It's beans! Why are you shouting? So that's the story. It's not much of a story, but there you go. No, it's the table in the movie. The movie, there's beans in the movie. So there was real footage and potentially real beans in the movie. And that's it. It's not even really a story. It's just something stupid. But I like it. And, there you go. Woo! Not a monster. Spider's curse. It may be this way. Find all the gold ones and defeat them quickly. Yeah, I could do that. Alright, Spider House. So I have some pretty vivid memories of the Spider House and trying to do it. Like the swamp, I remember things were going well. You know, I was enjoying the swamp. I was really, really getting into the game. And then I came here and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. And then I realized I probably got to come back for this. But I don't know why. Like, I don't remember a lot of this game. Like, I remember the general stuff. I remember more than the basics. I remember the giants. I remember, you know, the fights, the bosses, the 4 areas. Specifics, I don't remember. But I remember general feelings about some things. Because this game came out, you know, I was like... How old was I again? I was 14 when this game came out. So that's a pretty impressionable age, I'd say. Is that real pot? I'm not sure what has to be done here, but I'm going to take a wild guess. Nope. So you're saying I don't need these beans? Because I'm just gonna try really hard to avoid beans. Bunny hood came in pretty useful. Alright, got the first golden spatula. Oh, there you go. I remember something else from my youth. Keyword ant. AOL keyword ant. That was... that was one of the things I did when I was younger. I posted on that message board. And I remember on one of the gaming message boards, I wrote up like a guide for, the Majora's Mask Skulltulas. Or it might have been Ocarina of Time Skulltulas, actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure it was Ocarina. And each time I spelled Skulltula wrong on purpose. And as you can tell, that was the beginning of my incredibly witty sense of humor. Witty and genealogical. But yeah, it would be like, alright, the first Spakuka is in here. The second Spalongo is there. This third spatula, it wasn't funny, and I'm not funny. However, years later, during Ocarina of Time stream, what did I do? I did that exact thing. With the Goron voice. The gold balls. My friend, one of my best friends growing up, pronounced it Scatula. So, yeah, I always enjoyed hearing him say Scatula. What was that noise? Fuck is that? I don't know what that is. This is gonna take a while. It was a keyword ant. It was like a America Online keyword. It wasn't a website. Antagonist. I did a Turok 2 email chain too, talking about like glitches and secrets in Turok 2. It got to like 13 pages long. I printed it out at one point, and I actually had some regular features on it that I kept updating, and people liked it. Apparently. It's just sleeping here. Okay. I was a little obsessed with the game Turok 2. I'm not gonna lie. If I could ever find that, I would definitely... That's something I think you guys would enjoy. If I could read some of that out to you. I just don't know where it is. Might be lost forever to the ages. Probably have to be a Deku scrub for this. Oh no. No, that works. Just right into the ground there. You okay? I like what they did with the Skulltulas in this game. I like that it wasn't just a repeat of Ocarina. It was always fun to find them in Ocarina, but it definitely became a chore. Like, I found all 100 of them when I was younger, but if you asked me to do that, like when I did the 3D version, when I streamed the 3D version, I had no interest in that whatsoever. The rewards just aren't worth it past a certain amount, which I guess is the point, because you're rewarded for doing some good treasure hunting, but you don't have to be so incredibly thorough that you're no longer having fun with it. But this is a nice way to do it. Just kind of put all the Skulltulas in one place, and that's where the bugs are used. What did the Skulltulas do in Ocarina? Well, you know, wallets, I think heart pieces, the Stone of Truth, I think is what it was called. It was like a rumble pack thing to find secrets, and a number of other things too, but at the end, it was just infinite money. You know, if you got all of them, you'd get pretty much just infinite money, and the thing is, in Ocarina of Time, you don't need infinite money. There's nothing to buy past a certain point. The Stone of Agony, Bomb Choose, Giant's Wallet, Piece of Heart, and then, yeah, Gold Rupee. You could get that Gold Rupee anytime you came back, I think. But it wasn't really worth it. It was, but I like Nintendo's kind of method where it wasn't that you had to, like, break your balls and get all of them. It was like, get most of them and don't worry about the rest. But when you're a kid, if you don't have access to the internet, which is not the case anymore, but, you know, 1998, some people still weren't online. You know, 95 was like the big time where it all kind of started. not really, but, you know, Windows 95 was like a huge thing, and then America Online 94, 95, that was the time it got like really big and affordable to the point where people were getting computers in their home. So 98, there were still a lot of people that did not have access to the internet. And if you got all 100, that was a pretty fucking huge accomplishment, especially without the internet. But you wouldn't have the internet to tell you not to do this. Like, you'll do it and expect this amazing reward, like Goat Link. You could become a goat. Or like a sword made of bees. But you didn't get any of that. You just got infinite rupees. But you couldn't buy anything with the rupees. So it was like, fuck. Tell us a story about growing up without the internet. Oh my lord. I was a latecomer to the internet. I think I got the internet in 97. Around the time I got Final Fantasy VII. So it was probably like 98 I got the internet. Like just the beginning of 1998. I didn't have a computer up until then. I was a more active kid. I was definitely outside a lot. Did bike tricks, skateboarded a little bit. I was adventurous. And then the internet came along, and it was like, oh, time to shit talk on the forums. And you know, then I started doing stuff online. I started drawing a little bit with MS Paint, as you do. I started, you know, looking up stuff for video games. And kind of just, I don't know, I guess I started playing online games. I started playing Team Fortress Classic. And that was just my addiction. That and Counter-Strike. So I slowly became less active because I realized outside was shitty compared to inside at this point. You know, there's only so much fun you can have riding your bike around in the same fucking spots all the time. But internet, endless fun. But games were, you know, I remember, like, you would go to school and people would trade tips with each other. You know? Like, actually speak to another human being and like, trade secrets. And people would make up rumors about video games because you could, and there would be minimal way to confirm it unless you tried it. So some dumbass would try it. You know, they would try to get the Triforce in Ocarina. And guess what? You can't. So there was a lot of that, and you know, just generally, I don't know. I guess I really can't say too much. I didn't try a lot of stuff because I kind of got a sense for what seemed like bullshit when I was younger. So at least I didn't go crazy, but I did do a lot of Mario 64 stuff. I actually made up a story, alright? My cousin was sleeping over, and we were playing Mario 64 just when it came out. Like, maybe 4 months after, right? So that's still new. When you're young, that was like, this game is awesome, and we'll play it forever, you know? So, Mario 64 is out, and we're playing it, and, Wet Dry World, you know which one I'm talking about. I made up a story about why it was abandoned, and it was like the legend of the Kumzai. That was what I called it. And I fooled my cousin, for no reason, into thinking that I had this whole story about why this place was abandoned. Wet Dry World, yeah, the legend of the Kumzai. Why did they disappear? And yeah, I made up this whole fucking dumb story, and we talked about it, and we told each other like stories about it. We proposed theories about why Wet Dry World was abandoned. and why it was this big, sprawling, giant city that no one was in. And I claimed to have knowledge of it, and like years later I came clean. I was like, you know, I didn't actually, like, that was all nonsense. And, well, I don't think he was too happy about it, but, you know, when you're a kid, you're an asshole, what can I say? Again, for me, I didn't have internet yet. Mario 64, that was, 96, 97, so I didn't have the internet yet. So I was able to say that and get away with it. And there was no way to verify this information. I don't think my cousin had the internet either then. But, I guess that's what it was like before the internet. That, and I watched a lot more TV. You know, my parents had HBO, so I would watch the titty movies late night. It's like, oh yeah, oh yes, titty movies, Skinamax, here we go. And then I would watch Men in Black like 1,000 times. That was like one of my favorite movies. So I just always would watch the same shit because HBO would play the same shit. It was like Tommy Boy, Black Sheep. It was, you know, Wayne's World, fucking Men in Black, Independence Day. And then, like, late-night titty movies. So, you could say I had a pretty good childhood. But, you know, before the internet, there was a lot less to do. So you would replay your old games 1,000 times. I can't tell you guys how many times I started and never finished Link's Awakening. Because I was just out of boredom. Like, what game will I play today? Oh, I know, I want to play Link's Awakening again. And I would just play that and, you know, get to, like, Dungeon 3 and then stop. And then, like, 6 months later, get the itch. 2 months after that, get the itch, play it, start over. It was, yeah, it was different times. Now you play a game, you barely ever see it again. If I didn't stream, God knows if I'd be doing half the shit I'd be replaying. Like, I'm not even sure I'd be replaying this. You know what? No, never mind. This would have been a definite purchase, no matter what. I'm missing one fucking Skulltula. One Skapoopa, guys. You know, you rewatched your favorite episodes of TV, not knowing which ones you hadn't seen. Like, I had probably seen every single episode of Ren and Stimpy 5 to 12 times. In the back room? Yeah? Just making sure. Hang on a second. Try above the bee's nest. Well, the thing is, I did that already. I did the bee's nest. I'm just looking for maybe I gotta go across there. Hang on. Someone said back room. I will try that. But give me a sec. I have to hit the pot. Alright. Wait. You sure it's not here? No. Thought maybe like it would shit a spider out. You have to hit into them. I did that though. I'm not hearing anymore. Here, let me try this back room. Maybe I missed something in there. But, you know, while I'm doing this, I'll look around a bit, but while I'm doing this, I'll just say, it was cool. Oh, it's in here. It is in here. Where? Oh, it's a beehive. I didn't see these fuckers, they blended in. There it is. I used to watch Snick. Do you guys remember Snick? There was that. I used to watch all the fucking Nickelodeon cartoons. Some Cartoon Network stuff when that came around. And it was like you didn't know what you hadn't seen. You were at the mercy of programming. Which I'm glad is dying, by the way, because I hated that. I hated, like, having to watch, like, you could never really get any kind of, like, completion. You didn't know if there was a missing Ren and Stimpy episode. So I would watch the Ren and Stimpy show every week, every weekend, and I would hope for a new episode, and then eventually there were no new episodes. I was just pissed. So, anyway. Oh, I've been saved! I thought that I was going to die! You see, a while back someone told me I can become rich, and he gave me this mask. He said the instructions were inscribed somewhere in here, but when I went to look, I was cursed. If I had known it would be such an ordeal, I never would have taken it. Here, take it, it's yours. Use the Mask of Truth at the ranch at the dog races for a heart piece. As soon as I get it together, I'm going home. Okay, have fun. Well, I'll do that. Muscle milk! Before I do that, I'm gonna go and save at Clocktown. I also remember a few other little things about when the internet first came around, which is Warcraft 2. You guys don't understand, and I'm sure most of you know this pain, right? Or have experienced this pain, but I will say most of you will not ever understand how frustrating it is to play Warcraft 2 with one other person via dial-up, and someone calling and knocking you out of the game. We used to play online. My friend and I used to play online. And, yeah, it was through 56K, so the connection was laggy and shitty to begin with. And then you would play it, and it would be... someone would call, and then you get knocked off. That pain is shit. So, I mean, when... I finally figured out how to play online games when the technology hit, when I got cable internet. When I finally got cable, and my internet speeds were high, and I could do BattleNet, you know, and I could play Team Fortress without lag. It was like that's when I stopped. That's when I lost track of what outside was, because that was the coolest fucking thing in the world. Playing video games online, meeting people you've never met before. I would just chat. I would play Team Fortress Classic on the same server every week, like, you know, just join in for like 2 hours a night. Or 2 hours a week, or whatever. And I would just talk to people and just play like some matches. And I lost that, you know, that's not something I do anymore. Now I do this, which is a lot better for the ego. But, voice. But, it was so incredibly, it was new and it was exciting and it was amazing to be able to do that. And to, you know, then Warcraft 3 was like, whew. When Warcraft 3 came out, I was completely floored. And I was just so ecstatic that I could play that game, BattleNet style. And that was when I think I lost my will to do anything else outside, because it was just too good. You know, the custom games alone. Picture this, you're young, you're broke. I'm sure a lot of you know this pain. You don't have a job. You're too young. You're 15, 16. You're in school. And games aren't easy come, easy go. Games, when you get one, it means a lot to you. And it sticks with you for a while. That was me with Half-Life and all its mods. And that was me with Warcraft 3. And even Diablo 2, but that was to a lesser extent because that happened later on. But Warcraft 3 and StarCraft as well, actually, the custom games just kept me playing forever. Now, StarCraft 2 had a lot of great custom games, but Warcraft 3's map editor allowed for such a huge, like, incredibly radically different experience. And I played a lot of that shit, and I loved so much of it. And I probably would say in my life, the game I put the most hours into is Half-Life and its mods on a technical level, like just straight up Half-Life. Second is Warcraft 3. So that's probably the most time I've spent on video games were those two games. World of Warcraft was cool for a little while, but that's a whole different story. I got bored of that really quickly. MMOs don't do it for me right now. And then I guess I progressed to some other stuff. And so that's some of my online gaming stories that I remember from the early days. And yeah, it's good memories, actually. When one game could keep you busy forever. And that one game for me was Warcraft 3.